You know that feeling where your breakfast basically decides if you're going to have a good morning or a bad one? Well, today, we're going to go way beyond just filling you up. We're actually going to build the ultimate breakfast, a system designed to flip the on switch in your brain, keep your energy stable, and lock in your focus. Let's dive right in.
So, does this sound familiar? You start your day all fired up, but then, boom, 10 a.m. hits, and that awful brain fog just rolls in. You're staring at your screen, but you're not really there. You're just completely drained. It's a super common problem, right?
Well, it turns out the key to dodging that slump is probably hiding in plain sight. Yep, what you eat first thing in the morning has a massive, and I mean massive, impact on your energy and your concentration for the entire rest of the day. So what exactly is this ultimate breakfast we're talking about? Think of it less like a single specific meal and more like a whole system. The goal is actually pretty simple. We want to switch on your brain, stabilize your blood sugar, and then just sustain that sharp focus all morning long without even trying.
This entire system is built on 3 core ideas from Japanese food science. It's all about warmth to gently wake up your body, balance to give you that steady, consistent fuel, and sustainability so you can actually stick with it day in and day out. And don't worry, we're going to break down each one. But before we start building the perfect breakfast, we kind of have to clear some things out of the way. The first step is really understanding what might be sabotaging your focus right now. And hey, this isn't about completely banning foods, it's just about limiting the things that are draining your morning productivity.
Okay, this slide right here, this explains the whole problem perfectly. That jagged red line, that's the roller coaster you don't want to be on. A high-sugar breakfast gives you that quick spike, but then you get that intense crash that just leaves you feeling sleepy. But that smooth blue line, that's a balanced breakfast. That steady, sustained focus, that's the goal.
So, what are the main culprits here? First up, sugary cereals. They are a direct ticket to that energy crash. Second, processed meats like bacon or sausage. Your body has to work overtime just to digest them, and all that energy is being diverted away from your brain. And finally, fruit juice. It's basically just concentrated sugar without any of the fiber, which causes that same insane spike and crash.
All right, now for the fun part. Let's start building. Step 1 is what we call the warm reset. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful way to kick off your day.
So in Japan, the very first drink of the day is often Sayu, which is just warm water. Drinking something warm first thing in the morning raises your core body temperature and gently gets your metabolism going. You can think of it like a natural, gentle alarm clock for your entire body.
And I absolutely love this quote because it captures the feeling perfectly. The author says that drinking warm soup from the night before doesn't just warm them up physically, it actually boosts their motivation. How cool is that? It's comforting, it's effective, and it's a fantastic way to start the day.
Next up, let's talk about steps 2 and 3. This is where we get to engineer your plate. And this is all about that second core principle, balance.
Okay, so this right here is the secret sauce. This is the golden ratio. You want to aim for about 40% low GI carbs, 30% protein, and 30% quality fats. This exact balance is the key to avoiding that blood sugar roller coaster and giving your brain that sustained energy it's craving.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. I don't have natto and brown rice just lying around, and that's totally fine. Check out this table. You can easily adapt these principles no matter where you live. For your carb staple, just swap brown rice for something like oatmeal. For protein, instead of natto, go for eggs or Greek yogurt. And for those add-ins, things like nuts or berries are perfect. See, it's that easy.
And here is a fantastic, really specific hack from the author. A honey-flavored Greek yogurt topped with Kinako, which is a protein-rich roasted soybean flour. It sounds delicious, it's super satisfying, and it is a perfect real-world example of how to make this system your own.
Okay, so we've covered the what to eat. Now let's get into the how. Steps 4 and 5 are all about building a sustainable system. This is our third and final principle, and it might be the most important. You've probably heard this before, but it is so true. Your gut is your second brain. Its health is directly, deeply connected to your mental state. Seriously, taking care of your gut is one of the absolute best things you can do to make sure your brain is firing on all cylinders. So, a traditional Japanese breakfast often has fermented foods like miso and natto. These are amazing because they help your body produce serotonin, the happiness hormone. It literally helps you feel good.
But hey, you can get similar benefits with some really simple hacks. Greek yogurt is a fantastic fermented food, and having a warm soup in the morning is a perfect gut-friendly way to start.
So how do you actually make this a real lasting habit? It comes down to 3 simple rules. First, fix your ingredients. Decide on a few staples so you're not wondering what to make every morning. Second, focus on quality over quantity to stay full and focused. And third, save your precious time with hacks like overnight oats or keeping leftover soup ready to go in a soup jar.
And listen, this is probably the most important thing to remember. The goal here is not perfection. It's about finding a sustainable routine that works for you and that genuinely makes you feel good and ready to crush the day. So, let's put it all together. Here's the author's personal routine. It starts with warm water right after waking up, then that Greek yogurt with Kinako, and finally, a bowl of leftover soup. You see? It's a perfect combination of all 3 principles: warmth, balance, and sustainability.
And there you have it, a complete system for building the ultimate breakfast for maximum focus. So now the question is for you. What's your ultimate breakfast routine? What's your secret for a focused morning? Share your tips in the comments below.